This is Matrix Lord 212. Hello, everybody. So, after that little trolling incident with the person going back and forth with me on PlayStation Network, I can't sleep. So, I decided to do this video about my gaming so I could explain what's in my head and what I'm shooting for with my rankings on the PSN profiles. So what I look at usually is I look at the stars, right? So I currently stand at 1,022 stars. So what I do is I go to the leaderboards and I see the 10 ahead of me, basically how many stars they have, right? And how many games and platinums I need to get to, say, jump up like 10 points, basically, or whatever. So if I see that a lot of people have, let's say now, 1,025 or 26 stars, I try to beat so many amount of games to pass that and jump up the ranks. And I usually look at the stars as a guide on PSN profiles. Currently, I stand at 26,513 trophies. I do like to have, I get a couple of thousand, believe it or not, a month. So it's usually every 12 days or 14 days I get like 1,000 trophies. Although sometimes things happen, it may be longer than that because if I have to work a lot. So currently, any day now I should be probably within the next. I'm gonna give it because of the holiday weekend and stuff and holiday 4th of July thing, and I'm working. I should reach by Wednesday or Thursday or before my 27,000 trophies. So I set goals for myself. So then the next major thing with the regular with trophies is basically 27,000 trophy. I look at my platinums. I have 1,256 platinums. The goal is to reach 1,300. So I try to get that as fast as possible as well. I have notebooks basically listing games and future platinums like this one. I can't really, I have stuff and I check stuff off. So this is my new notebook that I bought, right? I also have pads. And as I explained to you guys, I had listed 100 games on there. And then I have other notebooks as well about stuff that's in my backlog that I'm working on. There's notebooks everywhere on this house. It's like I'm trying to get down to a science, and I'm trying to game. But like I said, I spend a good amount on gaming, but sometimes I go overboard, and then I have to work more hours to pay for these things, obviously. But then I get tired, and I need sleep. Look at this face right now, right? So I look at the completion rate, and I stand at 85.30. I try not to buy, I try not to have too many games of new purchases that are unfinished. So like what I like to do is you could fit 10 games at once in the PlayStation Store, right? So I like to buy, like, say, a block of games. It doesn't always work this way, but let's say I'll buy 10 games from, like, you'll see when I'm doing the videos, all of a sudden I'll be getting a whole bunch of Japan games, right? And you'll see me I try to wear different hats for the different regions to distinguish it. It doesn't always work that way. I forget sometimes. But I try to have like a different hat to showcase the picture I take with the game for the region. It's pretty funny. So sometimes you'll see me just, the next 10 games, he beat all Japan games, and then, or he beat Asia games, or he beat European games, or he beat regular. Sometimes there's a mixture. Sometimes I'll buy some games in my region, like North American region. Let's say, for example, lately, what was the most recent games I bought? So I had money left in my, in some of the regions. Now, usually when I get paid, I try to put money in each one, but I haven't gotten paid yet. So I guess, I don't know if it's because there's a delay in the mail or something, but I'm not buying the amount of games that I need to buy this week to get tons of platinums. But I do have a backlog, a huge backlog that I could work on. But anyway, I got home late, had some pizza, and then I bought the indie games, the Jumping Sandwich Turbo. Because it was fast, that's fine. And the Breakthrough Gaming Arcade what was it called? My first RPG or my first date RPG, whatever it was. I wasn't even expecting a game like that. So those are fast. Those are fast. There were like 3 of them, and then I have to get paid, so I have to put money in the European account. So right now there's not going to be any games from the European account until I get paid. So you're going to just see me platinum whatever games are in my backlog at the moment. So that's why I didn't purchase Coffee Break head to head for Europe, or the Jumping Sandwich Turbo for Europe, because again I got to get paid and then put money in there and just do that. So you're going to see me. I have a backlog of stuff I have to work on. So you're going to start seeing me clean up my backlog. I got Splash Cars that I'm on my way to platinuming. From what region is that? AS region, I guess. Asia region, right? And then Liam, one of my, he's a trophy hunter as well. He comments on my channel and he said, "Oh, you should get the tilting tiles for European region," which I did. It's had 66 trophies or something like that. I already beat in North America region, so I'm like, all right, that's a lot of trophies. So sometimes if there's not a lot of money to spend, I try to get games that have a lot of trophies. So it's like, oh, I'm trying to get it down to a science, because like I said, yes, you're supposed to have fun, right? But at the same time, I'm trying to move up the ranks. So, I get upset because I was at 73rd place. And then what happens is if I'm working like 12 hours, or like, and when I say work, I mean like traveling to work, going to work, traveling home, right? So if it's an 8-hour shift, it could be like a 12-hour shift, because basically I'm traveling back and forth. And then I'm coming home, I'm eating, maybe I'm too tired to game, maybe I'm sleeping. So there'll be a gap of me gaming, and then I will lose my ranking. So I'll go from, say, 73 to 75. So then yesterday I beat some platinums, and I went back down to, now it's 74, right? So I get upset with that, because I'm trying to show that I'm improving, but if I'm working a lot, I can't game. So there are days when I'm off that I try to get like 10 platinums in a day or 15 platinums in a day, and just jump, and then try to maintain a certain amount of platinums a day, right? If it's not a major gaming day. So in this case, I'm very tired today. I don't know what's going to happen with my gaming today, because I have to go to work early. So I'm going to try to get a platinum or 2. I don't know if it's going to work out today, so that I could say I had like 5 platinums for the day at least. But again, I really wanted to get to the 60, whether it be 69, 68th place in my region, USA. I wanted to get there by Tuesday. I don't know if that's going to happen, because I'm off Wednesday, right? So, again, it's very hard for me, because, again, I'm tired, right? And if you're tired, don't play games, because like you either screw up or you just whatever. So, I mean, I'm trying to play whatever I can, and then get a nap here and there. So I'm trying to get the rankings, trying to get 60th something place, whatever, in the 60s. The world rank, it's 463, so a close goal will be getting under 450 in the world rankings. There are games on my radar, like I said, Tilting Tiles. There's a game called Him and Her Collection I'm always working on. Prehistoric Dude I left in the background. Underclimb. Dog Donuts. Waifu. Skate Master Checo. Apple Slash. And then there's other shooters. Like, I love shooters, and I tend to buy a lot of shooters, but I don't, sometimes it's not that easy. So I got to work on the Z Warp. I think 2 Z Warps. I think it's North American region and EU region. I think I recently beat a Void Gore. I don't know what region that was for. There's some games that, unfinished business. There's a game called Kaluli's Treasure that you basically have to beat the entire game without dying once. And I hate stuff like that, because it's a pain in the you-know-what. So that was left in the background. And then if for whatever reason I bought Kaluli's Treasure for EU region before I even cleared Kaluli's Treasure for North America region. Again, same thing with Square Boy versus Bullies. For some reason, I never beat that, and then I want to buy in another region. I should just beat one region at a time. With the game Black Wolf, I beat it in North American region, then I purchased it for EU region, AS region, JP region, beat them all. And usually the routine with the S Mobile games is I would buy, like, say, a Coffee Break or Canada Break is coming out. And I would buy the game the same time if I got paid. Now, if I didn't get paid, obviously it has to wait. And I hate that because I like to have that right away, the Coffee Break game or the whatever break games. And they come out with the run games and the fun games now. And then you got the jumping games or the, say, like the Dog D or the Basketball B. Or they got those, like, quick platinums. I don't shy away from any platinums. If I really got to have the time, what I really want to do is I want to just spend time with Hades. But I can't just do Hades because then my rankings will drop. So I have to beat the other games, like I can, like the indie games or whatever. But I'm working on right now. Usually I try to work on one A-list game, but like I think I told my friend, I'm working on Hades and Crash 1, right? And again, I want to play the big A-list games, but I have to play it where, let's say I'll get like 10 platinums and then I'll have the rest of the day. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll play this game. Turtles, I played it for fun, man. I had so much fun with it. And I didn't necessarily have it in my mind to platinum Turtles or get trophies. It was just purely having fun with it. Will I platinum it? I don't know if I'm going to go for that. I could try, but it wasn't on my radar to do that. It was just to have fun. Just like if I make a purchase in the future for fun, it will be House of the Dead thing that just came out. I don't know if it's a remaster or whatever it was. I think iBad Driver I was playing it. And then I saw Platinum Bros 7 was playing Outriders, this new thing. I was like, wow, I want to have that, right? It looks fun. The graphics look incredible. What was it called? Outriders Slay something. I can't remember. But the game looked great, though. I saw him playing it. And I like to watch my friends. Like, Platinum Bros 7, like, he'll talk. He got me into Hades, and I'm like, okay. He gave a great review, and I wanted it, and I bought it. And he was playing the game the other day, and I wanted it, and I bought it. And then Ludi XP, I watched her stuff, and, you know, she was talking, I think, about, was she talking about Mafia lately? I wanted, like, she was with everybody in the round table talking about all the, like, the best gamers, talking about certain games that she was proud of to platinum, and I'm like, oh, that sounds interesting. I might want to do that. I know Scott, my friend, has been trying to get me to GTA, and I don't have the time for that. I want to, but there's only so many hours in a day. And look at this face, right? No haircut, no hair dye, just not made up for nice for the cameras. This might be a horror movie video because look at these eyes, right? It's terrible. I look horrible. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's just, there is no, you know, I'm just doing video, no makeup, no. Didn't get dolled up with my t-shirt. I'm up like this because the person woke me up. And I don't want, look, I'm, like, my phone's by my ear, right? So it's like beep, beep. Okay, so the person, like, talking about horse riding. And I'm like, oh, that game was a pain in the you-know-what. So, like, let me talk to the person, right? So, like, I'm trying to explain to them, like, with the jumping that, you know, after the 6,044th, whatever that is, right? Then you got to jump. But you got to time your jump. So it's got to be, like, 1 second, then 2 seconds, then 3 seconds, then 4 seconds, then it goes back to 1 second. You got to time it perfectly, and you have to do it. Once you get it down to its science, you do it with your brain. So I'm trying to explain that to the person, and the person's like, do it for me. And I'm like, do a party, play the game. It was 5 something in the morning, and I'm like, see this face? This is not acting, and this is not no makeup to look like this. This is me being woken up and just tired, right? So I'm being real with you guys on my channel. So I'm tired. So I'm trying to talk to the person, and I'm being nice about it. I'm like, just look, hey man, you know, I'm just, you know, you woke me up, and I'm talking to you, like, I'm not a man. Oh, I'm sorry, miss. Whatever. But I'm still, you know, I'm tired and whatever. And they're like, oh, I'll join my party later. I can't because I'm working. It doesn't mean I'm selfish, guys. Like, I literally have my time measured, right? So if I have to work today at 2 o'clock, that means I have to leave at, say, 12 or 12:30. But before that, I have to get ready. I mean, I have to shower after this. I have to eat. So, like, I only have a small window of time I could game. Like, right now it's after 6:30, right, in the morning. So, I should be sleeping, right? So, I'll probably more than likely sleep, right? But if I don't, I'll try to get platinum here and then take a nap and then whatever. But it's a very small window, and I don't have the time or the luxury to do that. So, I was trying to explain it. I wasn't pushing the person off to the game. I was just like, look, if you time it, and then I had a video that I put up on. I was trying to put the video on YouTube for some reason, and go up. So I put the video up on Twitter. And I'm like, just read. Oh, I can't see social media. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, whatever. So I was trying to explain it, and I'm being nice about it, right? And I'm like trying to help the person because I genuinely care. Then the person starts getting snotty with me, call me like a selfish, and I'm like, what? So the moment the conversation goes wrong, and the person starts getting nasty with me when I'm trying to help them, I'm like, well, I said to them, not selfish if I'm spending 20 minutes trying to talk to you how to do it, right? The game. Then they kept getting nasty, and I said, you know what? This is a plan all along for this person to troll me and distract me and get me aggravated and get me discouraged where I'm not playing. Some reasons, there's some people out there that just don't want you to play, don't want you to achieve. And I've had people actually threaten me, with things. And I brush it off because I don't see it as a big deal because people are just crazy. But this person was just, the goal was to just piss me off. And it wasn't, they didn't probably, maybe didn't really need help with the game just being an a-hole. So they pissed me off. They got it where like now I'm pissed off. I can't sleep. So I'm making this video where I look like garbage talking to you about how I play games. And it was on my mind. And I'm like, I'm not a selfish person, okay? You don't understand. I'm working and I'm trying to do all these different things at once. I mean, come on. I also, people don't know I have a YouTube channel and I have to put content up there and I have to, what do you call it? I have to maintain like video. I was doing my podcast, Doctor Who's coming back, so I want to go do Rick Means Cast. I can do whatever. I'm writing a new book, so I got all this stuff. I just there's no time lately because lately I'm also putting a lot more hours in because I want to have more money for games too, and buy things, right? So it's just a thing. If I work more, obviously too tired to game in some cases. So I try to measure, and obviously this is the face you get because tired. So anyway, I'm rambling on. This video is 17:39. Wow, keeps going on. So I have notebooks all over the house. And I do my gaming in my living room. I have my gaming set up with a command center in the bedroom, and the plan is when I get the PS5, I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna get a camera set up and everything because I know you guys want to see my face when I'm playing the games, not just me doing things on the other platform. So that's the plan because my son Anthony built that beautiful thing for me. He came in, he spent the time, so I'm going to utilize that. Right now, I'm not utilizing it. I'm just utilizing it for my podcast because I don't want to wake Sharon up right now. I don't want to wake her up, period, but I don't want to be gaming and screaming at the middle of the night and it's in the bedroom and waking her up. So I go in the living room and I try to be quiet and I have the door closed or try to do a live stream talking about it. But the goal is to get in the bedroom with the air conditioner and just like play my games and my relaxing gaming chair and everything else and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what's been going on. I would like to get the Splash Cars Platinum today. I would like to get the Tilting Tiles Platinum today or something else. I don't know if that's going to happen. And then there's also, I think, when I get paid too, I got to go to the comic book store, GHU Comics, and I got to get my stuff because I haven't gotten my stuff in like a couple weeks because I've been working. So I want to get caught up with the Spider-Man stuff. But yeah, that's basically, because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. So, but basically, there's the games that are on my radar. I also want to finish the Ghostbusters remastered because there was like 2 trophies that eluded me. Well, 1 trophy that eluded me. You gotta beat it on easy, but you gotta hardly use your proton pack, which sucks. And you gotta have like less property damage or something like that. So that game I didn't finish. I beat the game I don't know how many times, but I didn't finish that. So I want to beat the Ghostbusters remastered. It's in my backlog. Crash Bandicoot 1. And Hades is the new game I'm playing lately. It's not new. It came out a while, but just started playing it now. When I beat Splash Cars, the plan is to buy Splash Cards for the other region. So I made a list. I believe I gotta buy Splash Cars for Japan region, and I think European region. I think I'm playing the Asia region. Usually I like to. There's no order with that, so it's either North American region I'll probably do first, depending, and then get them on the other regions. For whatever reason, I think I bought the Asia region before the EU region. No, it doesn't matter. But yeah, the goal is I keep lists. So if the game comes out and I bought like months ago, I try to track, and then because sometimes months later they release the other regions like the Asia and the Japan regions, and I think that's happened with Chatty Batty, I think, game and another game. So I try to stack it. Now, of course, when I get the PS5, I have to make a list of all the games that I bought that I own the PS5 version, and I got to platinum those. When I get the PS5, that's going to be the game changer, because you're going to see me get tons of platinums in a day. And again, I have all these ideas in my head that I want to implement. Like, I want to go. I'm actually in the process of trying to beat Overhyped Gamers 1,000. Correct me, Overhyped Gamer, if I'm wrong. I think you did 1,015 platinums in a year. Is that correct? So I'm trying to do it in 10 months, and then the year see what I actually get. But fun. I mean, I'm not, funly competition, like things like that. So I'm trying to beat his record, trying to get some Guinness Book of World Records for these gaming things. And again, I think the 1 month, if I'm not mistaken, I got, because I think the most trophies I got in a month was over 2,000, right? I'm not sure. I have to research that. So, yeah, I have all these things in my head. I also want to, when I get the software, or if I get a new computer, I want to do those things. Like I see people playing that they're doing like a speed run, but not a speed run a speed run like meaning like a run of. I've seen like videos where people beat like 30 platinums in 24 hours or something like that. So I want to do that once or twice or whatever. Try to go for something like that when I have the equipment. Right now, the way I have it, if I'm streaming and I beat the game, I can't switch from game to game. Maybe because I need a computer, obviously, right? So, I don't know. So it just turns off when I go to get out of the game and go into a new game. It just turns off. I don't know. I'm not technologically savvy, so I don't know how that works. Maybe my friends could help me, or my new friends, my new gaming friends can give me some pointers. I do want to give a shout out to Overhyped Gamer, because if it wasn't for him, he announced that I won a contest for Pretty Odd Bunny or whatever it was. He gave me the European version of the game, which prompted me to create a European account. And if that never happened, it might have happened in the future that I created regions, but if it wasn't for Overhyped Gamer giving me that game, I wouldn't have created that account right away and then create other accounts for other regions. So he gets the credit. Like it's for him, it's thanks to him that I started creating other regions. And of course, I asked for help with him and iBad Driver I and a few gamers, like how the hell you create new accounts. And I've watched their videos and others' videos and how to create other regions. But like I said, the game changer will be when I get the PS5. And I'm doing all this with a PS4. Game changer will be with PS5. Once I get it, you're going to see me get tons of platinums the same week, because it's going to be crazy. Maybe I'll take vacation when I get PS5 and just spend the week gaming, because I got a backlog of PS5 games. I don't even have PS5 yet, but I purchased the cross-buy thing. So there's that. And again, I'm sorry. Some people like me doing long videos. Other people don't. I'm going to please some people doing this video, and some people are going to piss off. I don't mean to. So I have I'm going for all these different things. When I'm looking at the PSN profiles, which I religiously go on every day, I try to see where I'm at. And of course, I get upset if I drop in the rankings. Like, in other words, if I made it to the 73rd place and then I didn't game for 12 hours and then I drop back to 75, I get upset because it just ruins my whole progress. So that's why I have to have a day where I get like 15 platinums or 10 platinums in a day. And sometimes that happens a couple times throughout the week. And if you guys look at my trophy log and if you see, you're like, Jesus, Matrix Lord, Jesus. Look at all these trophies you got. Yeah, because I'm crazy. That's why. So yeah, the person that trolled me was over the horse riding game, which if you remember, the Breakthrough Gaming Arcade, they put these 99-cent games out, and most of the time they're easy. But then sometimes there's a few out there, like the track game and the horse riding game are pain in the you-know-what, very hard. And I don't know how, thank God I did those 2 games, the track game, because I wanted them done. They would bother me. They were in the way, you know. Sometimes there's games in the background that bother me that I don't platinum it. And I know a lot of people, I got some haters ripping me about the Crash Bandicoot 1 game. And then people that are not haters did friendly, you know, come on, Matrix Lord, you got to beat this. You got to get this platinum, you know. You're not going to just get indie games, are you? No. And that's the whole thing is I got platinum Spider-Man. I'm on my way to platinum Bloodborne, for crying out loud. I just got to have time to play the freaking game. So... All right, guys, I got to get cleaned up because you don't want to look at this face when I get another platinum. So, please like and subscribe to my main channel, Matrix Lord 212. And also subscribe to my gaming channel, Matrix Lord 212 Gaming. And if you want to subscribe anymore, my secondary channel, World of Matrix Lord, where I put all the lessons on there, like, that I was doing, like, the different donuts and the food and the sodas and the drinks and all that, and the goodies and snacks. That's on the secondary channel, and it will also be a channel where I review comics. And I've neglected that channel. I'm sorry. It's very hard to maintain 3 channels, and then the other platform where I stream the games, and then gaming, and then of course writing a new book. And yeah, gotta have my head examined, right? Doing all this. I actually published 13 books, yeah, and going on to my 14th. So anyway, life is good. Life is busy. I'm happy. Hope you're happy. Happy 4th of July weekend. Sorry you had to see me. This is the troll's fault. I look like miserable. I just woke up. I didn't even clean up enough. I'm sorry. But anyway, thank you guys for listening to me. Have a great day. Take care. Bye for now.